Hello and welcome to another episode of Good Evening from Korea. This is Overlord Pop-Tart. I'm going to try to keep this one a little bit shorter because the last one was far too long and was fraught with difficulty. So, let's get straight into it. Good evening from Korea. Alright, with that out of the way, today was good. Woke up at a reasonable hour. Went through, got my shower done, clothes on, everything went fine, no real problems. There wasn't any chaos like last time. There wasn't any awards to go to, nothing like that. I just rolled into the office. When I was coming back, somebody from AFN let me in. That was nice of them. Because I don't have a card to my building. It's very annoying. But somebody let me in, so thank goodness I didn't have to deal with any nonsense with that. Within about 30 or 40 minutes of sitting down at my desk at the office, trying to figure out my work, doing some stuff with Seaburn. I still didn't get the chance to do that today. Apparently my sergeant had been trying to contact two of my coworkers and they were not answering. And both of my coworkers were somewhat busy at the moment, so I did not entirely know what the task at hand was. When I asked, it was something about a van. So me and a senior coworker of mine who also can drive drove over to what we call the One Stop, which is Maud Hall. That's where we have our legal, our financial, everything like that. And as we got there, we walked up to the front of the building and contacted our sergeant to get the contact for the person we were talking to about the van. Turns out that after months of trying to get one, my unit, my company, has its own van now. We have 2 TMPs. That'll be fantastic because I cannot even begin to count the amount of times we have not been able to do something because our vehicles have been busy. Because we go a lot of places. We aren't a unit where we go to work, stay at work, go home. That's not our total transportation. That's why we have usable TMPs the way we do. So when we got the van, that means that we can transport a lot more people at one time in the van. And we can go to more than one place at one time. So that's fantastic. It's going to be great for the unit. Now, when I got into this van, it seemed comfortable, seemed alright. Unfortunately, the radio didn't work, and it was super filthy in there. But that was fine. As I drove it, I had a lot of fun going around town because it is very much turboed because it is a tiny 4-cylinder diesel, and it is a massive van. So it makes all of its power off the turbo. So you can just be rolling at 20 miles an hour, floor it, hear nothing but turbo, have no increase in speed whatsoever, and then unfloor it and hear turbo. So I got to have fun. I was giggling more than I should have been as a 20-year-old man behind the wheel of a van because I was just going the whole way back to our office. Just the whole way back like a freaking crazy person. You can probably hear that I'm trying to talk a little differently because I have like this weird phlegm in my throat and like a scratch on it. So if I kind of talk a little bit deeper, it's kind of a little bit easier on my voice if I'm honest. It kind of makes that so I'm not really hitting whatever part of my throat that's in. But yeah, if I fluctuate between that and this, it's because I got some weird phlegm and scratchiness and weirdness, and sometimes it's just nicer to use a deep voice because honestly it's less straining. Like, I mean, I talk like this all day. Like, I just want to be, approachable, and I talk to people, hey, how you doing? And when I get home, it's kind of more this if I want to talk to somebody. And then in the morning, I'm like this or something. Like, what do you want? Like, it's a lot of difference. I gotta be honest. Like, really, I don't know. It's 2 different people. So I'm trying to sit somewhere in the middle where I'm not, gargling and also not doing a weird, super deep nasally voice because I can't do a super deep voice, but I can do a nasally voice. It's gonna sound garbage either way. Had fun driving that around. I ended up dispatching it, which is you just go in, make a bunch of checks on a page that nothing is broken, and weirdly enough, none of those checks involve the radio, so I didn't bring it up. And as we were checking this new van out, we were turning on the lights to see if they work. And it's very hard to tell that the lights are on in the day. So I left them on because I'm an idiot. And yeah, after hanging out at the office and talking about how to plan out certain things, preparing for other things, and just generally holding discussions with my captain and my sergeant about certain things, just kind of planning stuff out, we all left for PT. I got on my scooter, I drove to the gym, called the other two that were supposed to be coming because everybody else was out of the office, and said, "Hey, where you at?" And they were like, "Hi, the van doesn't start." And I was like, "Oh, oh no, oh crap." So yeah, I left them stranded and also out of PT. So I guess that was cool. I mean, the person I was talking to, she sounded like she was fine with getting out of PT. I mean, they got to go home a good hour early, so I just ran a mile around the track in the gym, and I met up with more AFN folks, same people I did yesterday. Did some leg workouts, but I could just feel like I have some terrible joints in my entire lower half. Like I have a broken hip, two broken knees, and two broken ankles, and they've just been like that. And I have terrible back pain, and so leg and lower back exercises are never all that great for me. And I did like I think it was 40 lunges or something with weights, and that was not good when I was already sore after randomly running a mile after sitting all day. It was unwise. Let's just leave it at that. It's unwise. The bridge of my foot still kind of hurts, but I worked out best I could with those guys. I ended up doing a bicycle for 10 minutes just for an extra little bit of a workout because it's no impact, so I wouldn't hurt myself. After I was done at the gym, I decided to just go to the commissary and just pick up some random stuff. I knew I needed peanut butter, so I grabbed some peanut butter, some bread, some cereal was on sale, blueberry mini wheats. I'm looking forward to trying those out because they look nice. Had some honey roasted peanuts for sale. Gonna be snacking on those. I love me some peanuts, cashews, almonds, all kinds of foods from that family of food. Love me some those foods. When I was at the commissary, I texted one of my coworkers that if did she need anything from the commissary, and she said maybe a meat thermometer, and I was like, okay, I'll check out the PX because the lines were long at the commissary and I was already in line. Then I went and got the meat thermometer at the PX, and I came back and I showered, and then I started this, and also I gave a piece of cheesecake to my sergeant because I offered him one a while ago and he didn't get one, and he ate it or threw it away incredibly fast, washed the plate and gave it back to me without saying anything, and also walked away really fast. So I have a feeling he thought it was disgusting, but oh well, I was trying to be nice. I hope he liked it, and he was just busy, but I don't know. I'm really frazzled. I'm zonked out of my gourd right now, and it just hit me out of nowhere. This video may not be very edited, other than just really random cropping. Thank you for watching, whatever time it is, wherever you're at. Whether it be good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, I just hope sincerely that whatever it is, it's a good one. This has been Overlord Pop Tart. Stay frosty.